Welcome to the Spitter Swallow Beer Review. In the depths of autumn, where shadows play, Allagash Brewing unleashes a haunted sway. Haunted House, a beer of mystery and fright, a ghostly blend to test Shagdog's brew-filled night. With whispers of pumpkin spice and sweet delight, this Belgian-style stout beckons like a haunted light. Will Shagdog dare enter the haunted house's door? Or will the brew's dark magic leave him wanting more? And here we are with Haunted House by Allagash Brewing. This is formerly Allagash House Beer. Inspired from love for porters or house beers, Sean, our plant engineer, came up with a recipe for Haunted House. Brew with malt, roasted barley, and Black Prinz malts, and hopped with Tettnang, Chinook, and Saaz. This beer has a rich chocolate brown color, roasty coffee aroma, and a flavor nice, astringent, mildly bitter finish. 6.66. Yes, that's right, you heard it. 6.66 alcohol by volume. Spooky. This is considered by Beer Advocate a black IPA, even though the poem that I had AI right earlier was saying it's a Belgian style stout. It's a black IPA. So there is the can and the haunted house that beckons you to come drink with us. Jammer would love these videos. Jammer fan would love to join. I guess he's busy. PA Brew News, probably getting ready to go to sleep. Diddy, working. Hey, there we go. Alright, anything special on the can? Cursed by a love of roasty porters, we summoned the recipe for Haunted House. Roasted barley and Black Prinz malt. Pretty much what I said earlier, so let's get into it. I love black IPAs, actually, so let's see if this is a good black IPA. I didn't know this was a black IPA, so that actually makes me happy. Making you happy. There you go. And, oh. Yeah. Yeah. This. There we go. Yeah, a little roasty malts, hoppy. Yeah. A little bit of caramelized malts, roasty, toasty, maybe a hint of dark fruits. Light floral. Yeah. Malty. A little hoppy, a little herby spice. Maybe not herby spice, but yeah. It smells good. I love black IPAs, so let's get into this. Thanks for all my viewers watching earlier. We're going to rock this beer and get into it. And what I don't like about the Spitter Swallow Beer Review is when you go live, your Facebook, I don't know about the Facebook too much, but the YouTube, okay, the notification did come up for that. Sometimes you get 1 or 2 notifications, that'll be it. Yeah, maybe 3. Yeah, it smells great though. And there's the can for all you can label lovers. That's like an awesome haunted house behind it, almost like that. Kind of, actually more spooky. nutty taste. That's weird. Did it say it had something like a brown ale or? Yeah, almost like a nutty, like almost like a brown ale. And it's considered a black IPA, but a little hoppy, but not really bad in the hops. Toasty, nutty, maybe some dark fruits. Roasted malts. Slight hoppiness, but not really bad. Not too bad. I've had better black IPAs. I think there's a little bit of too much roasty nuttiness in this. Not bad. It doesn't haunt me at all. I probably won't give this one a really high score. I don't even know what Beer Advocate gave it. What did Beer Advocate give it? 90 on Beer Advocate. The ABV is frightening, 6.66. That's kind of scary. What can you do, right? It's too bad my buddy Jammer can't join me on these. So many beer reviews. I mean, let's go to the YouTube channel. I'm going to hit the YouTube channel up, and I don't think Jammer's been on over 3 weeks. I'm going to count how many beer reviews I've done since Jammer has been on. Let's check. Let's see, not including these ones tonight. I'll include these ones tonight. That's 3, 4, 12. Not too bad. I've only done 12 beer reviews since Jammer's been on, and I'm usually a 3 beer review type person. So I've probably done 4 sessions. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 4 technical beer reviews, and I did a 5th, like, rocket reviews and awesome brews. So, yeah, sounds good. I don't think I can go into a beer review and edit the. I don't think you edit the thumbnail right away, can you? It's got a thumbnail of a weird picture, so. You can't edit the thumbnail right away, so. No, you can't edit the thumbnail, so that's cool. That's alright, folks. Yeah, so this is it for me. This is probably the last beer. Man, my mustache is all getting screwed up because new mustache, sometimes it doesn't fit your face right. But ladies, mustache rides are free, depending on, certain things. I may have to charge. Just kidding, I don't give mustache rides to everybody. Hey, nope, Nate's back again. I think I have that beer in my fridge. Hey, you might want to drink it and get it out of there because it's actually pretty haunted. It's not a bad black IPA, but it's according to Beer Advocate, it's a black IPA, but it does have some similar notes to a brown ale. It does have a little bit of nuttiness in there to me, although most people on Beer Advocate don't say they taste the nuttiness, But it's not too bad, a black IPA. Yeah, I mean, on this description of the beer, I think they said came up with recipe Haunted House brewed roasted barley and Black Prinz malts and hopped with Tettnang, Chinook, Saaz. This beer has a chocolate-rich brown color, roasty coffee aroma, and a flavor and a nice astringent. But someone mentioned something about a porter, but yeah, according to Beer Advocate, it says it's a black IPA. So, but it has a little bit of a porter or a brown ale quality to it. So it's a little roasty, a little slight coffee, a little nuttiness, but there is a hop there. I would have to give it a black IPA just because of the hops. It's not overly hoppy, but you can taste those hops. I I like most black IPAs I've had actually. I don't know, just because most black IPAs got a little bit of roastiness and maltiness to it, so probably why I like black IPAs. Once you go black, you never go back, right? That's the same with black IPAs. At least that's the old saying. I never had that one. The Three Taverns Prince of Pilsner. That would be interesting. I really like magical names of beers. Yeah, I've had a couple Allagash beers, and yeah, most of them I've liked. I think none of them bling off the head immediately. I don't think I could remember it. Let me go through the list real quick to see if I could. Because Allagash, I've known, I've done a couple, and they're out of Maine, so. But it's nice that we get Maine beers down here in the South. They're out of Portland, Maine. I'm just gonna go through their list real quick, see if any of their beers pop out in my head. They got a bunch of cool ships. Curs. From Maine. No, I'm going through the whole list of beers. None of them pop out. But I know I've done a couple Allagash beers before, so. But they got a whole shits load of beers, so. Prince of Pilsner. Yeah. Yeah, too bad my buddy Jammer couldn't be on here. Jammer fan couldn't get on. Hey, Nate, you got a beer? You could join in always. If you got a beer to drink, let me know. I can send you a link. I'll put the link right here on the damn screen. You'd have to type it in unless you can copy and paste it. I've been watching a lot of scary movies lately too. I watched the old Salem's Lot, which I mean scared me as a kid. I watched the new Salem's Lot in Max. It was all right, but I think they could do it better. I don't know why nobody could remake Salem's Lot to be a whole lot scarier. You know, how hard is it? You don't have to do it. I mean, you could rewrite it a little bit. I guess I would think you could. I mean, as long as you get Stephen King's permission. Hey, I want to redo Salem's Lot, but I want to rewrite some things, put some different shit into it. I'm sure he would be okay with it. Of course, when people watch that, younger generations, and then I'm going to go buy the book, and they read the book, and the book's different than the show. But who gives a shit, right? It was on. It was supposed to be in the movie theaters, but it ended up being on. I guess they didn't think it'd do good in the theater, so it's on Max, HBO Max, whatever the hell it's called. So yeah, it was all right. It wasn't as good to me. It wasn't as good as the original, but it was okay. I mean, the main vampire dude looks the same, yeah, but The guy that was the caretaker of the vampire, he kind of weird. Of course, the main kid, African American kids. I mean, that's okay. It doesn't matter what color you are for the kid. But certain things just I think they put because the original series is like a mini series. The original one with David Soul, a lot longer. I think the time frame, and it's only like 2 hours. I think less than 2 hours. So you're pushing all that story into less than 2 hours. So Terrifier 3, I like. I never seen the Terrifier. What's that about? I did watch the most recent Omen, the prequel Omen for the original movies. It's the prequel, and it was okay, but yeah. I'm old school. I like late '70s, early to mid '80s horror. I mean, I like some stuff since then, but I really like. I think it's more nostalgic for me. When I was a kid, I remember what scared me as a kid, so I go back to it. It doesn't scare me now, but I remember watching these things when I was a kid. Like this shit scared the shit out of me when I was like 6 years old, 7 years old watching this. Art the Clown. Rugby. No, I never seen Art the Clown. Art the Clown? No. Anyhow, thanks to Nate Dizzle and my second viewer. I don't know who you are, whether it's Jammer fan, my mother, Jammer, or PA Brewed. Thanks for watching. I don't think I scored this, so let's go ahead and give it a score since we're 17 minutes in. Not bad, black IPA. A little bit of a porter or brown ale qualities to it, a little bit of nuttiness to it or something. Coffee, nutty coffee type flavor in there. A little hoppy. Does it scare me? No. It's called Haunted House, but would this be good to drink before you go into a haunted house? Possibly. So I'm going to give it a B minus and a swallow. There you go, B minus and a swallow. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. I've been watching all the nostalgic. I watched the Halloween Part 3 the other day. And I like that one because it's just different. And then Michael Myers is in it. It's about the mask, and on Halloween night, the kids got the mask on. They're watching it. They're gonna kill people or whatever. Pretty cool. I thought. Watch something else. I've been watching a lot of scary movies. I actually watched a lot of Johnny Depp, From Hell, the Jack the Ripper type stories, Sleepy Hollow, The Ninth Gate. And I'd probably say Sleepy Hollow is the best out of those three. Then probably From Hell, and then which is the Jack the Ripper one, and then the other one, which is the Ninth Gate. I watched Ninth Gate the other day, and it was like the first time I watched it in many years, and I can see why I haven't watched the Ninth Gate in many years, because it wasn't that great. Yeah, Halloween 1 and 2 are probably the best. I do like Halloween 3 because it's a little different storyline. I do think they mentioned something about Michael Myers once in the movie, but I can't remember if that's true or not. I might be imagining that. I don't know. I do know that the guy makes the mask. The factory's got robots. Kind of strange and weird. But could be possible. In today's technology, we can possibly do this. Kind of like the $6 Million Man. We can do this. We can rebuild him. We can rebuild these Halloween masks to have kids kill people. Yeah, I'll check that one out. The Terrifier. I've heard of it, I just never seen it, I don't think so. All my friends, family friends, everybody, shout out, happy Halloween. Halloween stories. All right, ready for some Halloween stories of old. I've told these stories before. One of my earliest Halloween excited memories. We went up to where my cousins lived up a little bit north of us in New York, where I used to live, and I guess my mother took us up there to go Halloween trick or treating that year with our cousins, and it was probably me, my two brothers, my one cousin Kyle for sure. Maybe one of the sisters went. Lisa, maybe. Well, we go to this one house, and the lady gives us apples. You know, you get apples on Halloween. Anyhow, she dropped one of the apples. When I was the last one in line. She gave me the apple. She dropped one on the floor in her house. So she turned around to pick it up, and I got her good smack to the ass. And the husband is like standing behind her. He's like, "Hey!" And I took off running. And my brother and my cousin, I know for sure, were laughing like, "What the hell?" Yeah. Great memory. Halloween memory. And they were dressed like Martians. If you're living Horseheads, New York, and you're really old now, and you're watching this, and you dressed up in like Martians in like the early 80s Halloween, and you remember getting your ass slapped, lady, that was me. There's something else crazy like I did at a time during Halloween, but oh, yeah, I'll check that out. I'll have to write that down because I won't remember that shit. Yeah, there's something crazy like that I did before at Halloween too. I can't remember the other story. Shit. Slapped the lady's ass. Something else crazy. And I thought of it earlier tonight. I can't think of it now. That's what happens when you get old, you know. Another crazy Halloween story is, and I feel bad about this one. I told it I think last year or the year before. Is my friends, all my hoodlum friends I used to hang out with when I lived in New York, and you know I was probably no better than them. But they told me one year, hey, we go bag snatching. We go out on Halloween and we snatch bags. Although I recall at this point, I never seen one of them snatch a bag that night. Anyhow, I'd have to blame Chico for being the instigator of all that. Anyhow, so I go out. I'm the brave one of the group. Oh, you guys snatch bags before? I'll snatch a bag, no problem. And I grabbed some kid's bag. And he held on to that bitch. And when I yanked his bag, it ripped. And his candy went all over the ground. And he was crying. And I felt really bad. So little fat kid in Amara, New York, probably, if I'm my age right now, you're probably about 49, 48 right now. I apologize. I'm not going to blame my friends because they were pussies and I didn't see them snatch any bags that night. But I did try, and I ripped your bag and the candy fell out. You probably had to pick all that candy up, and I apologize. I shouldn't have been a bully. Anyhow, if you know who you are, sorry. There's one Halloween story. Now the other Halloween story is another year. Oh, we had the great pumpkin snatch of, I don't know if that was 1989 or 1988, when I lived in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Any people missing pumpkins from your porch that year, I do apologize. Me and my friends, we decided to go out pumpkin snatching. Not pumpkin smashing, but pumpkin snatching, stealing pumpkins. We took them to my brother had his bedroom in the basement. We took them to my brother's bedroom. We went out, a bunch of us, and I don't know who won the pumpkin snatching championship that year, but we went out stealing pumpkins. We had hundreds of pumpkins in the basement. And one time, one of us, we went up on the porch, and somebody picked up a fake pumpkin. It was actually like a concrete type pumpkin. He went to pick it up. It was heavy as hell, and he dropped it, and it smashed. I forgot who did that, but That pumpkin did not make it back to the basement. Oh, I did not know about that one, Nate, but thanks for sharing that story. Let's see. Yeah. But, yeah, the great pumpkin snatching of that year. And then what happened, it was like my mother came down to the basement, finally saw the pumpkins. What the hell? You gotta get rid of all these pumpkins. Why are all these pumpkins down here? So one night we took all the pumpkins out around probably a half mile, square mile radius and smashed pumpkins all over the place. So I do apologize to the city of Wilkes-Barre. Have to clean that up. I apologize to the people we stole their hard-earned pumpkins from. Um, Kids, teenagers, delinquents, don't trust them. Matter of fact, if more kids were beaten, less crime would be committed, I think. That is funny though. Yeah, I think another one I smacked the one in the ass and then I said something to another one, hey baby, type thing. The husband got mad. I was only like 10 or 12 or something. I tell you what, me and my brothers, my cousins, one cousin, one year we went with my cousin David and we went trick or treating. And we went all night. We went back down the same street later and got more candy. We had so much candy, it was crazy. That was fun. Fun days, fun days. Rest in peace to my brother and my cousin David, who are up there in heaven this year. But yeah, they were great days. The funniest one though is my younger brother, and it's probably my junior or senior in high school. My younger brother is about 2 years younger than me. Me, him, and my friend Kevin, another one, rest in peace. We went trick or treating one night, and me and Kev actually dressed up in something. I forget what the hell we went dressed up, but we actually put some costumes on or something. But my brother, Diddy, is his nickname. He's trying to change it. He just put a gold chain on, and that's it. A big ass gold rope, gold chain, and a hat. And we went to the house, and the one guy's like, "You guys are too old to be trick or treating." He's like, "You, what the hell are you supposed to be?" And my brother's like, "I'm a rapper." It's funny as hell. Oh, we got that. So Diddy, with your rapper costume, was the best costume ever. Now, I did win a big best costume contest one time when I was like first or second grade. I got a mask, one of those rubber masks. This was back in the '70s. The good mask. One of the first years the good masks started coming out. It was like some creepy looking mask. And I had a black jacket with shoulder pads underneath it, and yeah, I won the fucking scariest costume of the year. That was like a second grade. Oh, Dark Knight and Scarecrow. Yeah, I remember that one. I actually watched that one like a year or two ago. I remember it from when I was a kid. Wasn't as scary as I remember it when I was a kid, but it was kind of nostalgic to watch it again. Yeah. I watched The Howling the other day, about a week ago. But yeah, another nostalgia one, not scary at all. Maybe when I was a kid, it might have been a little bit scary. It was more sexy. The one lady that was a werewolf, she was pretty damn sexy. And then when the guy's having sex with her, and they're turning into werewolves as they're having sex, and she's got like her breast sticking out, but there's like fake fur on her chest. I don't know if that's gay or not, but I was looking pretty sexy. Uh, but she was turning into a werewolf, and then her full-blown werewolves, and he was on top of her howling, "Oh!" from a side view. Anyhow. Which movie? Which movie? Oh. Yeah, the Holland was a weird one because they actually had Holland 3 or 4 was like marsupial. It was like marsupial werewolves in Australia. Like they had pouches where they carried their other werewolves. That was fucking weird. Anywho. I was hoping to get one of my. Oh, well, I was talking about the Howlin'. The first one. The Howlin'. That was a pretty good one. Yeah. Yeah. And then they all die or whatever, but at the end of the movie, she shows up. She's the only one to survive because they burn the colony, the werewolf colony or whatever. But the one guy, they're watching the news, and the news lady turns into a werewolf on the news, and the guy, she plans it, and the guy shoots her friend. We gotta let people know. And then the main werewolf lady at the colony is at the bar, and that's crazy. And she goes, yeah. And the guy like, how do you want your hamburger? Like she's like raw. And he like flips on that thing. Anyhow. That sexy lady that played in the Holland died a couple years later from some type of cancer or something, but wow. Sexy lady. That's what happens. Well, I guess that's going to do it for this year's spooky, spectacular spectacle of beers, I guess. Part of the fall Oktoberfest extravaganza. No Jammer. Not even no comments from Jammer. He can't get online. That's how tied down Jammer is. He probably got the notifications, but he can't get on here. I feel bad for my friend. But, you know what? Shagdog's free. Yeah. I got one more Oktoberfest beer to do. I already reviewed it. I don't know if I want to do another review. Fuck, 3 beers. I'm buzzed already. Hardly anything in my gut. Morning time. I don't know if I want to do another beer or just do some karaoke and then go back to bed. I might do some karaoke, go back to bed. But I do thank you, Nate, for joining in and, Jesus, commenting quite a bit. PA Brew News earlier coming, and yeah, that might be it for tonight. Shagdog Spitter Swallow Beer Review. Hey, if you never had it, go find it. Allagash Haunted House. Pretty good beer. Spitter Swallow Beer Review. Maybe Jammer back in a few weeks. What I really need to do is take a bunch of beers down to Jammer. Same beers I have, because when we do beer reviews, he's got a different beer, I got a different beer. I think it really screws up just the feeling of the review. If we're both drinking the same beer, it's a lot better, I guess. So I'm gonna have to take Jammer some beers, I guess. Maybe in January. I'm going to take Jammer some beers in January. At least 20 beers. Hey, dude, here's 20 beers with your review. Here you go. I don't know if I'm going to do another one. I got one more. I got a punk Oktoberfest beer to do, but I might just join my Sing Snap karaoke and do some karaoke and call it a night. But thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for Nate for joining comments. And we'll see you in the next one. Spitter Swallow Beer Review. Spooktacular spectacle, I can't even say it, of beers. Hey, pretty soon we'll be doing the Christmas extravaganza of beers, right? Pretty soon. Hopefully Jammer could join us. And Jammer's got a lot more like Oktoberfest and fall beers to do. He bought like friggin' 130 beers, and I think he's only done about 20 or 30 of them. So So within the next month, you hopefully be seeing Jammer do some beer reviews. But we'll see you on the next one. Spitter Swallow Beer Review. Thanks for joining, Nate. And see you next time. I can't find my outro videos. There we go. Hey, see ya.